Hey everyone, welcome back to Rams on SI. I'm your host, Claudette Montana, joined by our NFL senior writer, Hondo Carpenter. We're talking all things Los Angeles Rams today, Hondo, and I want to ask you specifically about a guy on the Rams defense, Darious Williams, a veteran cornerback in this league, and a guy on the Rams roster. He's 32 years old. Some might say maybe he's slowing down. What are your thoughts on him and his career with the Rams? And, how do you see him kind of fitting in with this group this season?
Well, after years of covering the National Football League, Claudette, there's always little things you look at about a guy. And the fact that a team brings somebody back tells you about their integrity, their work ethic, their character. And the fact that a Les Snead brings you back tells you everything you need to know about an individual. And so, what I'm hearing from people is that he's worked out tremendously hard this year. He's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder just because the very best players set a standard for themselves. I always laugh when fans will say, oh, he had a terrible year. And I'm like, yeah, and he's more mad about it than you are. He's one of those guys that obviously he gets paid. I'm not implying that or insulting anyone's intelligence, but he plays to a standard of his respect for the game of football. He's not at a place that he has to play anymore. He's at a place he gets to, not has to. And I expect him to rebound. Now, do I expect him to be what he was, 5 years ago? No. But I think he's going to be an important cog in what I think is going to be a very successful season for the Los Angeles Rams.
It's always crazy when we're talking about age when it comes to football players because, in the grand scheme of things, 32 years old is actually very young. But when you're talking about an NFL player, that's kind of the tail end of most people's careers. So it's kind of always a funny dynamic when you're talking about age. All right, I want to remind everybody that they can go to Rams on SI. Make sure you check out all the NFL content there. And Hondo, great stuff. Thanks so much.
Thank you, ma'am.